Tell this soul with sorrow laden if, within the distant Aidenn, it shall clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels name Lenore. The Raven, Edgar A. Poe. Dedicated to the old 1967 song. It was a solitary month or maybe more. Snow began falling in late October. At first, it seemed harmless, drifting lightly onto the sidewalks. Then it piled up, first a foot, then 5, until soon, you couldn't open your own door without wading neck deep through ice and powder. Being an artist, I felt the isolation less sharply than most, but it still had its impact. The first thing to give out in this ungodly winter was the Wi-Fi. I, and anyone in our little enclave, had little to no way of communicating with the outside world. I filled the silence with art. Endless, obsessive creation. But loneliness has a peculiar way of creeping in. Soon, I found myself talking to my own works. Then, one day, she appeared, or rather, I imagined her a fantasia, a vision of impossible beauty, a phantom made of smoke and light, always just beyond the tip of my brush. I would not let her mock me. I am stubborn. Me making coffee. How you doing, Jeff? The art piece named Jeff. Good. But it feels like you're neglecting us for her again. I lean against the counter. I know. But I need to capture her. I have to. I went back to work. I chased her through canvases, splashes of color, the rhythm of frantic brushstrokes. I worked tirelessly until the world narrowed down to her. Her. I yell in pure bliss. I did it. The euphoria shattered like glass. Jeff's eyes gleamed with a shadow of life I had never noticed. His painted hand lifted slow, deliberate, and the palette knife slid into my back. Pain exploded, but it was strangely quiet. I fell forward, my vision blurred, and there she was, hovering in the corner of the room, her edges flickering, impossible to hold. And Jeff, my creation, my betrayer, smiled, not cruelly, not angrily, but as if he had always known something I hadn't. Then he whispered in a voice so familiar. But whose? Jeff whispering, "It's finally over. Rest." The snow pressed against the windows, and then the walls began to drip, to melt, to breathe, and I understood. And as the world dissolved into white, I felt the last sliver of myself slip into canvas, palette, knife forever a part of him. Eventually I opened my eyes and see the phantasmagorical lady.